everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jordan, and today I'm doing a Valentine's Day makeup look for you guys. This very pink mauve eye. It is a super bold, flirty look, and I love it. I love how it turned out. So I will chit chat and talk through it with you guys and explain everything. It is something that's a little bit nerve-wracking to be putting yourself out there with all of your imperfections and filming with a camera, like an actual high definition camera and no filters and all that. So it is what it is, and I'm putting these videos out for you guys to watch and enjoy, and I hope that you guys do enjoy it. Yeah, so just stay tuned if you want to see how I did this Valentine's Day makeup look. Okay, so I'm just going to, obviously I have my bare face. I did clean my face this morning, moisturized, did all that good stuff. I know my eyebrows are not even. I know I don't look the greatest without makeup on, for those who just come to my videos and watch and just love to watch me be ugly and are like, oh, she's not even that cute. Yeah, I know that some of you do that. That's okay. I'm going to start with a bold eye. I prefer to do my eyes first if I'm doing more eyeshadow on the eyes. If I'm doing like an everyday or neutral eye, I will just go in and do my face first. But since I'm using color, I'm going to do my eyes first. That way, if I have fallout or whatever, I just go ahead and wipe under the eyes with a makeup wipe and kind of get that off, and then go in with my concealer. It just looks more clean and put together. I'm just priming my eyes with the concealer. You can prime them with like an actual primer if you want. I just think that concealer works the best. So I'm just using the Tarte Shape Tape. Love this for priming my eyes and obviously for concealer. So I'm just taking like a tiny bit of that, taking some of that with a beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. I just think it gives you like a really nice base for your shadows and kind of just makes them look better. I don't know. I definitely always notice a difference from when I prime my eyes and when I don't. So obviously I already do this step if I go in with foundation first, but since I'm not doing foundation first, I'm just going to do that. After I have laid that down, I'm going to just take, these are obviously trashed, I use them all the time, a little bit of powder, and I'm just going to go over that and kind of set that. Sorry, I'm looking right below you. I have a mirror right there. I can't do makeup and just stare at the camera lens. And I don't have a viewfinder on my camera, so it makes it a little harder to like be able to look at the camera and do this at the same time. I do have a viewfinder, but it doesn't flip all the way around. It just flips up, so I can't see it when I'm sitting over here. If that makes any sense to you, or if you even care. So then I am just taking the Modern Renaissance palette. Love this palette. I think it's very fun, flirty, but still neutral at the same time. Gorgeous shades in here. Love the neutrals with the pops of pink. So I'm just going to take a couple of these like neutral shades. And they are a little powdery in this palette, so be kind of careful of that. I just usually tap them off. And I'm just going to build like a transition shade. Just kind of put that in the crease. I am doing like a little bolder look, but not super like crazy precise or anything, because if I did want to do that, then I would probably put like a piece of Scotch tape or something. Like, you know, I'm sure you've seen people do it. I do it sometimes when I do like a really bold look. You just take like a piece of Scotch tape and kind of like lay it right here on your eye so you can get that like really nice fine line right here, so when you peel the tape off, it looks bomb. But I am not gonna do that today. So kind of got that working. Okay, so after I've done that, I'm going to take like a smaller brush, if you will, kind of like this. I think I'm gonna mix Love Letter and Venetian Red. I'm going to take some of those on this brush, tap it off, and start kind of putting that into my outer corner. So I'm just popping that, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, into my crease area. It's okay if it looks a little funky. I'm kind of taking it a little higher, but that's okay because we're gonna blend it out. And I'm just kind of putting the placement of where I want it to be. And I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. I don't consider myself any of those. I'm just showing you a makeup look that I do and that I would do for Valentine's Day and for fun. And if you don't like the way I do makeup, that's okay. I feel you. Sometimes I don't like the way I do makeup either, but I do get a lot of people who message me and ask me how I do certain looks or if I could do makeup looks and all that. Okay, so now we look a little crazy, but that's okay. We're just putting it into place. So I'm just going to take a clean, fluffy brush and kind of just buffing that harsh line out, because I kind of want this look to be messy, like kind of smoky, if you will, but I don't want it to look like harsh, if you feel me. And I love going in with like a clean fluffy brush because it really helps to kind of blend it and take out a little bit of that product if you got too much. So yeah, continue blending until you kind of get that where you want it to be. And then I'm going to take just a tiny bit more and place that right at the corner, right at the edge, with that same brush that we went in with the first time. And we are not going to try and blend so much this outer corner. Kind of want that to be there. But I'm going to go back and blend this area again. Lots of blending, but that's what we got to do if you want a nice smooth looking shadow. Okay, so now we're looking pretty fluffed out with this pink ready color, and I'm into it. As you can see, kind of like what we're going for here. See how it kind of like fell down a little bit right here? So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and kind of wipe some of that away. We're gonna end up putting shadow down there anyways, but still, I haven't even done my concealer or anything, and I like to do that all first. It's worth it for the look in the end that you get, very clean. But anyways, I could just go in with the color. So I'm actually gonna just take a little bit of this Tarte concealer, just like a tiny bit. Pop that like right, I'm not doing a cut crease or anything, which this look would be really pretty with a cut crease, but I'm not doing it. It's really gonna give the next color you lay down a pop, giving that a nice base, kind of cleaning up a little bit of that color. Sorry if I'm talking and like making zero sense, but I hope that I'm making sense and you can kind of understand what I'm saying. So as you can see, I literally am just going back over, making this all smooth. After I've kind of got that concealer on there, you can kind of see, gives it that nice base. And I need a drink break really quick. Makeup is hard work. This is so good. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, and it's green, and it's condensating all over the place, I just made a green tea. This cup was actually just filled with water, and then once I was done drinking the water, I was just like, I'm gonna put my green tea in this cup since I already have it. I just did regular milk, splash of cream, 1 teaspoon of matcha powder, ice, a little bit of water, and vanilla. So if you order it from Starbucks, you just ask for a matcha green tea latte with whatever kind of milk you like, and then I usually do about 4 pumps of vanilla from there. Super good. My husband hates it, but it's kind of an acquired taste. I love matcha green tea, so anyways, so I'm gonna try and do this Vermeer color right here in the palette. Very pretty. I'm just gonna use my finger. You can use a brush and spray it with like a setting powder or setting spray, and that really does the bomb. But I really like, for shimmery shades like this, I love to use my finger. Like, I just feel like it really gets the pigment out and it just looks a bomb. After we have that, we're gonna blend again. What do you know? We need another little pop of that color in the center, or I'm gonna take this white, it's actually a highlighter from Becca. Obviously you can see I love. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that and just pop that right on the center, just to make your eyes like kind of have that halo effect. Yes, loving that. So I'm just going to tightline my waterline with this Urban Decay, what is this? Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil, just in the black one. And doing my waterline. I don't prefer to put black eyeliner on my lower lash line. I used to, and I do if I'm doing like a really dark smoky eye, but I really, for like a flirty look, I don't love doing it. I think it makes my eyes look too small because I already have such small eyes. So then I'm going to do my eyeliner. This is so hard to film, you guys, but I'm going to try it anyways. This is like one of my literally my all-time favorite. It's the NYX eyeliner, the matte liquid liner, and I really love it. It's very liquidy though, so if you don't love like that and you prefer like a felt tip or something, you probably wouldn't love this. I do love the felt tips as well, but liquid is just for me. I see if I can show you kind of like what the tip looks like. So that is what it looks like. It's like a brush tip. I'm going to try and do this on camera for you guys, but it's really hard, so bear with me here. I will try my best. Okay, so yeah, I like to start from the middle of my eye, go to the edges. My eyelashes are actually pretty long, so it always hits my lashes and it drives me nuts. So then the way I like to do the outer corner is I kind of like to rest my hand on my face or like on a table or something if you need like steady hands. This is so hard to film, you guys. Oh my goodness. I like to start from the outer corner and kind of draw like up like this, like flick it out. Kind of like that. And then I will go back and fill that in. You get the idea. So I start in the middle, go to the corner. I like to go from here, flick out, and then fill it in and then clean it up. You try and get the other side to look just like it. Same technique. Looking something like that. You try and get them as even as possible, of course. We're going to see what these look like on. I think I'm gonna go with these. They are the Kiss lashes, look so natural in the style Flirty. So I'm just measuring. Oh yeah, these are intense. I'm gonna have to cut these because they're way too big. I thought I used these before, but I guess maybe I tried to and then was like, nope. Yeah, I'm gonna cut like this much off. I always have to cut my lashes down just because I have a pretty small eyes. I was not blessed with big eyes, but we can fake it, right? Faking it till we make it. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to take my lash. You can see it's all nice and cut. Take some lash glue. This one has been through it. So here I'm using the Kiss Lash Strip Adhesive with Aloe. I like the Duo lash glue as well. Some people hate it, but I think the Kiss and the Duo are both pretty good. So then I'm gonna throw some glue on here. Once you got all that lash glue, go ahead and let it dry a little bit, get tacky. Don't try and apply it when it's wet because that's how you're gonna mess yourself up. Always wait till it's a little tacky. And I am getting way ahead of myself. I totally haven't even curled my lashes yet, but that's okay. So I'm curling my lashes. I always curl my lashes before, and I always throw some mascara on. Whatever mascara you want to use. I've actually been trying this like little sample one that I got. It's the NYX On the Rise. It's actually pretty nice. I like it. I'm just gonna throw a light coat on there while this is still drying. So I'm quickly throwing this on. I always curl my lashes and always put mascara on before. Some people like to do their mascara after they put lashes on. I prefer to do it before because I'm making sure I'm getting all those lashes first, because my eyelashes are not very dark. So then once my lashes are pretty dry, I'm just going to apply them. This is so dramatic, but that's okay. We're gonna be dramatic today, but definitely if you want to go for like a more subtle lash, go for it. I'm just going to go ahead and put my other lash on. I just keep looking at it. It looks so funny when you only have one on. So again, measure where you want your lash to be. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake and forget to curl my lashes. And put that same mascara on real quick. Pick your lash. Once again, put the glue on and put it in your eye. There is the eyes so far. That's pretty much what we're doing with them. We're going to move on to the face next. I'm going to use what I always use. It's the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I love this. Obviously, you'll probably see me use it all the time. It's my ride or die. And then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this FENTY Beauty. It is a good foundation. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm gonna use it for the purpose of it's a little lighter than my MAC one. And I need that because I haven't really seen sun, so I'm really, really, really pale. I get NC5 in the MAC, and it's still a little on the darker side. Not a lot, but just a touch. So my concealer definitely helps tone it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the FENTY. The FENTY I cannot use a lot of because if I do, my skin will look very flaky because I have very dry skin. And if you have dry skin, I don't know if you can see on my face there, I'm putting a little bit of this where it's a little bit lighter. Kind of just evens out that color with the skin tone. But it works perfect for me in summertime. Summertime, I actually have a one shade darker than this. I don't like to get a ton of sun. I do try and wear sunscreen. And this also has SPF 15 in it, which is good for you if you are a pale girl like me, or even if you're not. You still need sunscreen, right? So I'm just going to blend this into my skin. My skin has seen better days. Time of the month came and went and left me with presents. So here we are dealing with it, per usual. I'm gonna go on with concealer. I'm not gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape that I used for my eyes. I'm gonna use the MAC Studio Fix, which I love, love, love. It's so amazing, so full coverage, So buildable, so bomb, but creamy. Oh, I love it. And I'm going to put that under my eyes. I use the lightest shade in this too as well, obviously, NC10. And I love this so much, you guys. It's one of my favorite concealers. I do love the Shape Tape, but this one is a little lighter. So in the winter, or, you know, entering spring when I'm still really white, I like to use this one. And yeah, put that under my eyes, a little bit on my nose, around my nose, anywhere that I get like red, because I am a very red person. Like, I just have naturally red skin. And yeah, so I'm just going to blend this out with a damp beauty blender, beauty sponge, whatever. I do use the Beauty Blender brand, but I know they have other sponges that are really good. There's also the Morphe one over here that I use as well, and the Real Techniques ones are pretty good. But yeah, so I'm just gonna blend that out. It's gonna look a little bright, a little white, but that's okay. It's gonna blend into our skin here soon. It looks good. So then I'm gonna take a under eye powder, just taking the same one that we used earlier. I like to use a different setting powder under my eyes than I do for like my face powder. So I'm just setting those areas that we put the concealer. Then I'm going to take another damp sponge. I did dampen this. I'm taking the Becca powder. If you watched my other video, you've seen this. Becca Hydra-Mist. Super good, super bomb. So then I'm just taking that, powdering the face. I feel like if you're applying your powder with a damp beauty blender, it just like melts your makeup in, and I just love the effect of it, like the flawless look that it gives. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to go in with contour. I'm actually going to try this Tarte palette today. So it smells really good. I'm going to use this terracotta and this one right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I was not expecting it to be that pigmented. I have not used this before. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that on the other side and make it even, why don't we? And I'm gonna spend a while buffing this out. I'm gonna go back to my tried and true really quick. So, Cover FX, this contour shade right here. I'm gonna go ahead and buff it out with that because that was looking a little rough on my skin tone personally. So I'm taking like this angled brush. It's like angled and fluffy. Just contouring. Because your girl needs good contour. A little on my jawline because I probably don't need that on my defined jawline. Put it under my lip. And then down my nose. Ashlyn took one of my contour brushes and did something with it. She takes them into her room, into her vanity, and says she's doing her makeup. So that's where some of my brushes go, which is fine. I give her her own like brushes of mine, so you know, they're like real, not the fake brushes, and she really like thinks she's doing her makeup and loves it. So we do that. I have a piece of glitter right here and I'm not quite sure how it got there. And taking a fluffy brush, it's like this. And I'm going to take a MAC blush. I love MAC blushes just as much as I love Tarte blushes. There is what the color looks like. Super, super pretty. It's called Breath of Plum. I love this color in the fall, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. I feel like it'll really complement these eyes very well. So I'm gonna take some of that. You can see it's really pigmented. But yeah, MAC and Tarte. My favorite blushes. Probably of all time. I love other blushes as well, like Wet n Wild from the drugstore. It has really good blushes as well. I forget which one I really love from them. I think it's Mellow Wine. I have it in here somewhere. But they have a couple really good pretty blushes. I might be going a low cray on the blush, but that's okay. I just love, like for Valentine's Day, the like rosy, romantic, flushed. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm gonna take highlight. I'm going to take this Becca, the Jack on Hill palette. I know all my palettes are like looking rough, but I used this for the pop color earlier. So I'm just going to mix the white shade and the Champagne Pop shade. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Champagne Pop and Pearl. And I'm going to highlight. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a little crazy. I feel like I say that every time, but I did. Highlight the cheekbones, obviously. The bridge of my nose. I don't highlight the front of my nose because I already have a pointy nose and all that does is enhance it. So we don't need any of that. Cupid's bow. A little bit right here above the brows. But, whoops, I got a little cray as I keep going. Is what it is. Okay, so there's that. I'm also gonna take the white, pop that on the inner corner of my eye. I probably should take a brush for this just because I have nails on and I'm getting messy. Usually, if I don't have nails on, I like to use my finger for that same effect that we did in the middle, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, that looks so much better, girl. There you go. Love inner corner highlights. I feel like they just add to it, especially this white color on my skin tone. It looks so good. So we're done with the face pretty much. I just have to do brows, which I should have done in the first place because this whole makeup look probably just looks like trash. These are just the Anastasia Brow Wizzes. I have a new one in here. That one, sometimes I get old and they're just like don't work as well. So I have a new one. And then I also might use a little bit of the definer. So I have both of these. It's pretty extra, I know. So I have the Brow Wiz and the Brow Definer. So there's those. One's thick and angled, and I think these are different colors as well. That's why I like to mix them. But yeah, anyways. Just gonna go in and fill in my brows really quickly so we can hurry up and get this thing done. So just comb through them because they always need help. My eyebrows are very thin. They don't grow perfectly even, so they always need some help. These are really hard to do on camera as well, but we gonna try. So just like to fill them in. They're really easy to get carried away with brows. I don't like to draw like a harsh line, just like zzz, zzz, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to kind of like fill and do brush strokes and kind of comb through them as I go. And then like I won't finish one completely. I'll just kind of get one going, get one started, because sometimes they look different than other days. So I'll get one started looking decent, and then I'll go back. It needs a lot of help down here, and like this one needs a lot of help on top. So I'll just do that, start working on this one, and then I'll go back to this one, and you know, till they just look good and look even, because I don't like to do one completely perfect and then try and do the other one and it looks completely different, because they don't always look the same. Sometimes they're like, you know, curled differently. I don't want to say curled because they're not curly, but you know what I mean. Like your hair has good days and your hair has bad days. So just like the hair on your head, your eyebrows are the same. That's how I feel anyways. Sometimes people's eyebrows look perfect and I'm like, girl, how do you do those? Because I need some help. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna finish filling these in. Once I have my eyebrows all done, I'm gonna find, clear brow gel, Anastasia. You'll see me use this probably every single time I set my brows because I always use this. So just run them through. This little piece of glitter is bothering me and driving me nuts. So anyways, there's that. And I'm going to put some of this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. It's white. Brighten up the eyes a little bit. I know it's seen better days, but we're still using it. It just gets like that, like all black around there because my mascara and stuff when I line it. So if you can see, that really just like brings it together. I'm going to take the same brush as we used earlier, same colors we used earlier, bring those down on my lower lash line just a little bit. Same colors, a little bit of pink, a little bit of neutrals. Just really bring that down here. Drag it, and it's gonna bring the whole eye look together, but without it being too dark because we use that white eyeliner instead of the black. So I'm just going to take another brush, fluff this out just a touch. Really just blend this out. You don't want to go too crazy because then it's going to look like you have a black eye. But if you see like that, super smoky. Love that. I don't know why I put that in there. I don't always put mascara on the bottom either because sometimes I like that blown out look, but I do like to have a little bit. So I'm just going to take this Ulta Beauty mascara. It's really cool. It has like 4 different settings on it or something. You can like spin this brush. Does that make sense? Like you can twist it and it'll change the style of the brush. It's really cool. I've had a couple of these so far and I do really like them. So just throw some bottom mascara on. Now that we got that all done, I'm going to spray my face. Oh, I should probably show you. So I'm just using the Morphe setting spray. This is my favorite one besides the Urban Decay. If you are oily, you probably don't want to use a ton of this because it might just, you might have to be powdering because it really is dewy. But it's amazing. It's really, really bomb. So use some of that. And then I'm going to start on my lip color. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to go with yet. I think I'm going to just start with something and see how we like it. If not, I'll change it. My lips are really dry right now too, so hopefully this doesn't look awful. I'm going to try Snob. I haven't tried this in a while, so it's just MAC. Of course, MAC Snob. If you haven't seen this color, it's like a pinky, like fuchsia-ish color. Really, really pretty. We're gonna try this on. See how we like it. If not, we'll add something else. See? Very pretty. But I was hoping to go a little nude, more nude. But since I'm not, I'm gonna go ahead and add a lip liner. I'm gonna take this Jaunty Blue, whatever you call it, in the color Dark Natural. Line my lips a little bit real quick. I should have done that first, but didn't think I was gonna use a lip liner. There we go. That looks a little better. So I'm kind of liking that. I'm wondering if I should do Coco K over the top. What do you think? Add a little bit of Coco K from Kylie Cosmetics. It's a liquid lipstick, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's cute. We'll do Coco K. I did love Snob. They're very similar. I'm okay with that lip color. I feel like it complements the eye very well. So that is the makeup look, you guys. That is what we did today. Obviously, you can do like a much more nude color if you want, even a more like purpley toned color if you want. I really like the way that this looks. It's very complimenting, so I really love the way that it turned out, and I just love the flirty, romantic, pinky, smoky look. This is a pretty dramatic look. I would do this for a date night on Valentine's Day. Obviously, you could tone it down if you wanted. You could do no lashes. You could do no liner. You could just do lighter on the eyeshadow. You don't have to go full glam. But I like full glam for days like Valentine's Day or date nights and stuff. Yeah, let me know what kind of makeup look you guys are deciding to do for Valentine's Day, or if you guys celebrate Valentine's Day. I know a lot of couples do and a lot of couples don't. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I would love to do more videos like this if this is something that you guys would like to see. Let me know how you like the look, all that good jazz. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.